Jonathan, can you briefly explain what the customs benefits are?
Thanks, Alex. Yes, there are two main customs benefits. The first is simpler procedures, which means that most goods entering a Freeport customs site will be subject to a simplified set of paperwork requirements, and that should help to lower costs. The second benefit, which is the one that everyone tends to talk about more in relation to Freeports, is not having to pay any duty when the goods enter the Freeport customs site. And there are three main types of business that might benefit from this. The first is wholesalers or retailers serving the UK domestic market. These businesses might import goods in bulk and then store them at the Freeport customs site until the point at which they're needed at retail outlets or by customers. And the key advantage there is that customs duties and import VAT would only be payable at the point where the goods leave the customs site and are sent to, say, retail outlets. And in the jargon, this is known as tariff or duty suspension. And it can have quite significant benefits for cash flow and stock management. So, for example, instead of having to pay a large tax bill on taking bulk delivery of all the goods, the business would pay a series of smaller amounts spread over a longer period of time as goods are dispatched from the warehouse. Now, the second example might be a manufacturer or processor, again, serving the UK domestic market. And the key advantage here is that if the business has its manufacturing facility in the Freeport customs site, then it won't have to pay duty on any of its raw materials or components or other inputs. It would only have to pay duty on the final manufactured product when it entered the UK market. And that's particularly beneficial where some of the raw materials or components are subject to relatively high tariffs, but the final product is subject to a lower tariff. And again, in the jargon, this is known as tariff or duty inversion. And then the final example would be manufacturers looking to serve non-UK markets. So again, you bring in components or raw materials tariff-free and turn them into a final product. Instead of selling in the UK, you export to other markets around the world. Now, obviously, tariffs may be payable at the country of destination, but again, there may be scope for tariff inversion there. So those are really the key benefits. But just to go back to what I was saying at the start, those benefits are only available within Freeport customs sites. They're not available throughout the entire Freeport hinterland.